Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crazy D's Equipment. Today, we're going to talk about the cheapest hustler I have ever bought. Let's see if I can make it run. All right. So I bought this from a gentleman. He brought it up to the lot with a bunch of other stuff. He said it hadn't run in a very long time, and I offered him very little for it, next to nothing. I'll be honest with you, it was under $100, and he had a blade and some other things, and I bought the blade and I bought the few other things from him, thinking that I was going to make my money back on all of the stuff. It ended up, later on, we were looking at the blade. Daniel showed me that the blade was broken a couple places, and I was like, and it's been welded a couple times. I said, that's scrap it. The other things, I was just like, they're not worth it. So if I'm going to make my money back, it's going to be either on this or this is going to go in for scrap. I don't know. And I'm just going to lose out totally. So we're going to find out today. Junior Minute tinkered on it a tiny bit. He said, "Oh no," and quit. So what I do know is the choke cable is froze up. So we're going to kind of do some things manually. I need to drain the tank because the fuel cap doesn't fit right and there's water in the fuel. So we're going to drain the tank. I did put a new battery on this earlier, so I do know the motor cranks over, but I have not tried to actually start the mower. So we're going to try that today and see what we can get. So I think I'll get Doc to drain the tank, and let's go from there. Okay, so Doc is getting that right there taken apart so we can drain the fuel out of the tank, because that cap doesn't fit and it's let water into the tank, so the tank's full of water. So we're going to try to get that spout, and maybe you guys can see it better from here, off of there, drain that, and then we can go from there and see if my purchase was worth the purchase, or if I should just let this thing go. It's got a great big force. Is it a 4-cylinder? Or is it a two-cylinder? Is that a Kohler or Wisconsin? I mean, I know nothing about this thing. So it is a 275 Hustler, 72-inch deck, big industrial mower. Massive deck on the thing. This thing, I think it's like a 1990s mower, and we're here in Kansas, over in Newton. These things are built just up the road from us. When we had the salvage company, me and Doc would clean up the salvage from XL. We hauled off lots and lots of equipment. I used to get they used to get tons and tons of new parts for these things at the salvage. Somebody would set a pallet down too hard or whatever, and they'd be like, "We have to scrap that," or they would have somebody would knock over something, and then everything that was in that pallet or on that shelving or something had to be thrown away, so it couldn't be used. We'd have to haul off all their test mowers that they used. We'd haul those off. We did a lot of that work a lot of times. So all the racking and stuff that they use for shipping, we would haul that stuff in. tons of that kind of stuff would get hauled off all the time. So, but Doc's trying to, but yeah, so we'll get this figured out and get this tank drained, and then we can put some fresh fuel in it. Do you know where the fresh fuel is, Chris or Danny? I almost called you Chris. I'm so used to working on mowers with Christopher. So, what he did with the pliers? Into the thing? All right, well, we'll pick this up here in a minute once we get this tank drained, because I think fuel draining into a can would not be very entertaining. Okay, so Doc has got the gas drained. He's going to try to start. Are you going to hop up there? Just as... I'm getting puffs back here. You gonna choke it? Want to give it a shot of stuff? Whee! That's choke. Let's really try him.
See what happens when you give it a little snort of these.
A little snort of that.
Brake clean, because it's not as
Oh, you're gonna just brake.
bad as that doesn't seem to do anything either.
That didn't seem to help you much.
No, that close it brake clean.
I think you definitely got spark. It's burning. Interesting.
I don't want to.
Well, what are we going to do with this thing then?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it might be just because it's been so wet. It's not getting.
It's getting spark because we're getting puffs. You know? I don't know what to do with this thing. Junior Mint's the master
It's not my.
of small engines here. So, let me give Junior Mint a holler and see what we can get. All right, can't get Junior Mint to come over. He's over at.
Hold on.
Okay. Can't get Junior Mint to come over and help me with this because he's at his lady's friend's house in Hutchison, which is a little bit of a ways away. He claims that it'll run. He just says we're doing something wrong, and I don't know what we're doing. I'm not a small engine mechanic. Neither is Doc. Doc's a diesel tech. Doc does big diesel motors. He doesn't do this stuff. the uncle's been tinkering on it. I might just let the uncle tinker on it some more, and go from there. I haven't decided if I'm going to scrap the thing or not. If this thing is up and running and everything works on it, it looks to me like it's somewhere between a $15,000 to a $2,000 mower, which would be great because I could definitely use the money right now in the business and stuff. You know, it's a hydraulic deck on it, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it'd be nice for somebody, especially if you got some big acreage to mow. Oh, pardon me, guys. It would definitely be a good mower to have. So, I guess we tinker on it a little bit more. I'm gonna just call it quits for today. The rain's getting ready to move in. We're hiding underneath the tree, but if you step out from underneath the tree, it's starting to spit, and there's more rain moving in. So it's going to bring us to a halt, anyways. So we're going to stop now and go from there. And that just kind of figures out how my entire week has been right here, sums it up in this mower. So, but anyways, guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. And that's the XL, I guess, or the Hustler mower.